Hello, welcome to the beginning part of the video where we just double check, make sure everything is working okay. Okay, let's just see that. Okay, yep, we've got the chat coming up, fantastic. And we've got that working, I think, as well. Fantastic. Right. Hi, I'm Chris, and this is my game Realm of the Empress. It's a single-player fantasy adventure board game where you explore a large open area, in this case Port Ovis, do quests, learn and upgrade a variety of skills, and buy different weapons and armour and upgrade those to progress your character. There's also a main story that takes place in your dreams and should hopefully act as a hook to keep you wanting to play more and find out what happens. In this video series I'm doing a full playthrough of the whole game. Each video should be about an hour long, and the last playthrough I did was about 60 hours, so it should be quite a long series. I'm streaming Monday to Thursday at 7 PM UK time every week for the next couple of months, so feel free to leave a comment on any of the videos, or if you catch a live stream, write something in the chat, as any and all feedback will be most welcome, and it's kind of the reason why I'm doing this. If you want to know how to start the game, watch the first video in the series or check out the tutorial videos that are also on the channel. Yeah, we've got a few quests here at the moment. We have got one that we're working on, the other ones are kind of blocked in one way or another. We need to upgrade a skill called Intimidation to sort of intimidate the characters and progress those stories a little bit, so we'll come to those when we need to. There's one here that we can do at night, so maybe we can start that this night, in-game night. How much time we got? Yeah, we'll probably be able to do that. So all the quests are little decks of cards labelled A to Z and 1 to whatever, depending on how long they are. I also got where we left off last stream here, and then our player marker, our 12-sided die, is also keeping track of time for us. Every 12 steps is 1/2 hour, and we keep track of that as we go. I put also the boar enemy deck there just to remind me that we have to fight this enemy first before we do anything else. We've also got our player board here. We've got leather armor, iron daggers, our pouches where we keep our food. That is a way, at the moment, that's the only way of restoring our health, and we can only access items in your pouch during combat. We've got a pretty full satchel. We did a lot of cooking last stream, so we're going to sell off a bunch of this meat, all this down here. And I think we're going to get about 80 gold from that, which is great because we don't have any at the moment. Excuse me. We've got a stone rubbing for a quest item, and then we've got a little space here for our dreams when we have those. So it's not 100% you're going to have a dream when you sleep. But that progresses a different story, a sort of a main story, like I said at the intro. We aren't renting out the inn, so we don't have access to the inventory. We don't have the skiff storage yet. The weather's okay, it can either be raining or okay. Animals don't come out in the rain, which can be good or bad. And then we've got a little space here for a little map that we got from a quest. So we got that, that's the only map in the game, that's why it's got a little special spot there. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we are going to fight this boar. First of all, we're going to put that there. Then we're going to the farm to sell our meat. And then we're going to use the money we get from that to upgrade some skills. I was tempted to buy a cooking pot, so we don't have to go all the way south to Orod's house to do the cooking, but I don't know. I feel like it's 50 gold for a cooking pot, so it might be a bit much. So what we'll probably do instead is yeah, just upgrade some of our skills. I think we're going to upgrade sneaking, I think, because that will help us with did we roll our sneak at the beginning? I can't remember if we rolled our sneak at the beginning of this. Boar's got 4 sneak. I've got a feeling we did and didn't get it. So I'll show you what the enemy card looks like. So here we are. they've got 25 health, a sneak of 4, and at the end of round 1 and end of round 2, they will do a charge attack if they're still alive at the end of round 2, if they lost 10 health at the end of round 1. And then they will drop 2 raw meat and a boar hide. We want the boar hide to upgrade our armour. So we've shuffled the boar deck, did we? Yeah, so I think we did do the sneak last stream. I can't really remember. But it doesn't matter. I think we did and I didn't get it. Can't remember. Should we just do it anyway? Let's just do it anyway. See if we get a sneak. I've got a feeling we did it, but that was the last stream. So we need a 4, 5 or 6. It's a 1. We don't get it anyway, so that's fine. At least we've checked. So the animal always goes first. Okay, so if I pull an initiative card from my card, then we can go before turn 1 or round 1. There are 3 turns in a round normally, but if we have an initiative, you can use that to go before the round starts. So we take 4 cards for our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll see what we've got. You start off with 12 cards as a starter deck. We do have 2 initiatives here. So we've got a sneak attack for 4 and a backstab for 3 and a stab for 2, and we've got a miss. So the idea is you start with 12 cards in your starting deck, and you always have 4 misses, so you want to upgrade to the full amount of 24 cards, so you minimize the chances of getting the miss cards. Every weapon has a certain number of combinations of combining cards per turn, once per round. So in the case of the daggers, you can combine 3 cards together. So what we might do is do this, but we do have a couple of critical cards which will do ×2 damage. So the question is, do we save this 7? So we can do 9. We can do 9 damage and then pick up and carry on, or we could just do 4 or 3. See, if we wait till we get a critical, we can do 14 damage instead of 9, which is obviously a lot more. Let's give the boar its health, 25 first of all. Okay. We'll leave that there actually. Okay, so what do we want to do? The question, yeah. So the thing is, we do have other cards that will give us these sneaks and backstabs. I'm tempted to maybe just do. I don't know. We can only do these 2 that are initiatives. So it's either going to be a 3 or a 4 attack. What should I do? I wanna crit really with those 2, but we could do 12 damage with those 2, and we could put the initiative down and just do 3 damage. I don't know if it's worth really just doing 3 damage really. We could not use an initiative. I think we might just do the stab and hope we get a crit so we can do more damage to it. I think that's what we're going to do. It seems a bit strange. We only ever pick up 1 card, so if you combine, although having said that, I could combine cards now, but also we only ever pick up 1 card. Even if you combine 3, we'd only pick up 1, except at the beginning where we always start the round with 4, so I could put 3 down, pick 3 up, but I just don't think 7, 8, 9 is quite good. But it's as soon as if we just do the stab and we get a crit, then we can do 14. So I feel like we're going to play the long game. We're not going to use our initiative at the beginning, so that means we take 4 damage, which we would take anyway. We got 46, so we're okay. So we take 4 damage, down to 42. We don't have any restorative. We do have that cooked meat actually. We do 2 to it. I wonder if that was a good thing to do. Right, anyway, let's pick up. We want to crit, it's another stab. Okay, we just don't want to do, it's another 4. Do I want to drop the miss? Well, I'll just use the stab. I mean, this is not going well for us. Let's just take 4 damage again. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're down to 38. It's now another 2, so it's got 21. It's not a great start, really, is it? And it's going to have. Oh, we've got 2 misses. That has not been lucky for us. Another bite. Right, I'm just going to drop a miss. I'm really hoping we do something good for the next one. Okay, that's been bad. That's been bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. But that means the second will be good because we should have the cards we don't have now. Then, so we just took 12 damage. We did 4. It's not great. Right, that's the end of round 1. I feel like maybe we should have just done the initiatives, but oh well. We continue. Do another bite. We're going to pick up another one. Okay, it's another backstab. I mean, okay, we're going to put that down. I really want the crit. I mean, we might not even get the crit at all, so I don't know. We're going to take 4 damage. Down to 30. They're going to take 3. 1, 2, 3. They're down to 18. Okay, give me a crit. Crit. Dodge. Okay, well that's quite helpful. It's a miss. We've got a miss, don't we? We'll miss. Come on, crit. Oh, it's a miss. Oh my god. Not good at all. Right, well that's the end of that turn. We're going to dodge that attack and then we're going to combine that. We didn't get the miss. I was hoping we would. I thought we would, so that's been pretty unfortunate. We've already taken that 4, we got a miss, and then we dodged that 4, and we did 7 there. So let's put the 7 in. They're down to 11, that's not bad. But they're going to do 6 damage to me because they're still alive, so they're doing charge. Charge is 6 damage. We managed to miss that at least. So that's going to bring us down to 24. These guys sometimes have a way of doing a lot of damage. I mean, that's almost half health to us now. Did I do the 7? I did do the 7 there, 11. All we need is that 1 crit. How far away were we from a crit? Oh, 2 cards away from a crit. So that means if we had done the initiative, yeah, but then we wouldn't have had the ones to use the initiative with, would we? So, I don't know. It's a tricky one. There is a fair bit of strategy, I think, because you know how many cards you've got. Or at least you can memorise how many cards you've got, remember it. At least the main ones, you know you've got 4 misses, so if you get 4 misses coming up early, you know, well, you know they're not going to come up later, or if you don't get any misses, you know they're on the way, so you can sort of plan a little bit around that. Likewise, the animal didn't, I know it's got a few charges, so it didn't do any charges, so that's quite lucky. Right, we go to round 1 again, so the ball goes first and we pick our 4 hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what have we got this time? We've got a miss, a backstab, sneak attack, stab. Okay, so I want to how many? So 4, 3, 7, 8, 9. I've got 11. So we just need to do 2. So I'm going to do that. I hope we just get 1 more attack. So we will take the 4, which brings us down to 20. And they're at 11 minus 9, 2. Okay, so they've got 2 left, so all we need to do, so we're going to pick up 1 anyway. They're doing a charge. If it's a dodge, it is a dodge. We're lucky we got a species specific skill, I guess. What is it? There was a name for it. Bonus. Combat bonus. Where we can turn any of our cards into an initiative once per combat. This is an initiative attack, which can only be countered by another initiative. We're going to use our advantage, our little bonus there, turn our dodge. We were lucky to get that because the other one's a miss. Into an initiative dodge, so that means we don't get attacked. We just need, there we go, we're going to kill it next. It does a miss, and we do our 4, so we have killed it. So that's lucky to get the dodge and hit the attack there. That's that done. We have killed the boar. It has a tendency to take quite a lot of health. We had what, 46? We're down to 20. Over. It's taken over half of our health. That. No joke. So this is why I didn't want to take on the bear last stream, because the bear is going to hit a lot harder. We need to have better armor, so we are going to upgrade our armor. That's the whole reason for doing this in the first place, to get the boar hide, but you only get one. So I mean, we could play again. Let's just put those back. So that was coming out of the woods. That's how we encountered that animal. We're going to get 2 raw meat though. We can't really do anything with that right now. Raw meat. And we got the boar hide. See if we can get that quite easily. Bear hide. No. Yes. Okay, the raw meat and then the boar hide. Okay, yeah, we've got just about enough space. Right, we've got 1 space left in our satchel. Right, so we're on our way to sell everything to the farmer. We've got 20 health left, that's okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that quest, because, well, we'll see what happens. We're going to go to the farm. Yeah. And then we're going to level up everything, I think. So we just need to have a bit of space. Let's move you across. If we're leveling up our sneaking, we need to go to the pub, which is just down here somewhere. Are we going to level up anything else? Hunting, maybe? Lockpicking, pickpocketing, intimidation. Maybe we do the intimidation and we can carry on some of those quests. Right, let's go to the farm first though, because we will get our money and see what we'll do next. So we've got over 300 mini map cards grouped into 50s, and we've got numbers for north, east, south and west on our map cards, so we know which card to get in terms of which direction we want to go. So we need 177, so we take the whole group of 50. The top left corner is the number of the card, so we just have a little look for 177 and place it down. Nice and easy. So you can't move through bushes, and you can't swim, and you can't go up and down cliff faces. It should be pretty self-explanatory. So 123, we're going to go north from there, so we move 1 more step, that's 12 steps. One, two, three. Okay, let's just have that reasonably straight. 1, 2, 4. 117. 16. So going east to west, west to east is always going to be sequential. So that's pretty straightforward to do that. That's also how we pack up the game. It's good to know. Remember that going left to right, right to left will always do that. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. So that's 1 half hour gone. Where's our 5? So time goes slowly when you're just walking around. We've still got 12 hours left out of the 16. 66 is what we wanted. 67, 68, and we're going to go down from 68. 5, 6, 7, 8 steps. Then we want 69. 70, 71. So here's our map card with a building on it. I'm going to show you what that looks like. There we go. So once you come to a map card with a building, you go to the building's deck to see who is inside the building and to double check what the building is. 8, 9, 10, 11 steps. So we already know this is the farm. The more familiar you get with the game, the less you need certain cards out. Like the buildings deck, you just know who's there, unless you're doing some stealing, which we did one of the first videos in the series. We did a bit of stealing, but you lose morality by doing that, and we haven't really done any of that. So we're going to sell all of our cooked meat that we did last stream. We got pretty lucky with our rolls, so we got some decently cooked meat which will go for quite a lot of gold. So let's take them all out. Yes, we've got good meat, burnt meat. Unfortunately we've got 4 burnt meats, which isn't great, but they're still worth something. Got some fine meat, got some charred meat, and we've got some great meat. That was very good to get because they're worth, what was it, 12 gold each? I have to double check that. Right, let's put there. We've got 3 raw meat there just sitting around ready to be cooked, so we can just keep that there. We've got our boar hide, which we'll use to level up in a minute. We've got some apples. Right, let's double check. So first of all, we're going to need to get all the food in the bags out so we can put the chips back in the right place. And we have to double check how much everything is worth. Right, it's going to be in the skills book because it's a skill. There we go. Okay, so let's do the burnt. So we've got charred meat, fine meat, good meat, excellent meat, but we haven't, or we didn't get any of that yet. There's great meat. Okay. Oh, burnt meat. Yeah, we need some of that. Where's the burnt meat? Burnt meat. So we got 4 burnt meat. So the burnt meat sells for 2 gold each. 2, 4, 6, 8 gold for that. So we just do it as we go and we won't forget. We're using our Chinese fortune coins here, and we've got a real coin purse which is unfortunately empty at the moment. It won't be for long. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 from the burnt meat. Not bad. And then we've got our charred meat. 2 charred, so that's 10 gold for those 2. So I think we had 12 raw meat, so that would have given us 12 gold if we just sold them all as raw meat, so we did really well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 gold for that. Charred. Maybe we should just add them all up anyway. So I'm going to forget these numbers again, aren't they? 8, so that's 18. Fine meat, we had 2 of those. 18 plus 16 is 24. 24, I think. It's 24. Then we had 2 great meat. 24 plus 32. No, good meat, good meat. 24 plus 24. What was it for? 18 plus 16. 18. Yeah, it's 24. Plus 24 is 48. 48. What was that? Good meat. 48 plus 32. 48 plus 32. Yeah, that's 80, isn't it? So is it 80? Great meat. There we go. 80 gold from 12 bits of raw meat. That is pretty good, I think. So that all goes back. We should probably buy a tasty meal. They're going to have to count 80 out, but maybe we won't do that straight away, seeing as we are going to be using up a fair bit of that gold straight away. Having said that, and we can see how much we got left after we've spent it all. We are going to go. Yes, we've got 80 gold, so fantastic. We're going to upgrade. All the upgrades for our skills cost 15 gold each. We could upgrade our weapon deck by buying a couple more cards, which cost also 15 gold each. So that'd be good. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 out of 24 for that. So it would be good to buy a couple more. First thing we want to do is upgrade our boar leather armor. The first thing, actually no, the first thing we want to do is perhaps just go down to the pub and buy. I think we want to upgrade sneaking twice. That'll be 30. That leaves us with 50. Then we spend 10 to upgrade. That's going to leave us with 40. And then what do we do with that 40 gold? Yeah, that's what we can figure out. Okay, let's go down the path. So 11, 12, 1. That's a half hour. $112. Okay, we can go south from there. 129. Then we want to go, I think, east actually. 130. 131. Yeah, there's the pub. So there's a character in the pub. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who we play our poker style game with, Royal Oldham. You can bet some money and try to double your money by doing that, or he also will buy small fish from you, and he will also upgrade your sneaking skill. I think if we upgrade twice, that'll still be quite good, because then we will be level 3 and we can add 2 to our roll. So that gives us a better chance. We've got rolling a 6-sided die, so if we can add 2 to it, that gives us a better chance. Level 4 is plus 3, plus you can re-roll and choose the higher or the better roll. But I think we want to upgrade our weapon. We've got iron daggers, so we go down to the blacksmith and we could do maybe that. So we're going to upgrade our sneaking with Nuth, our friend, to level 3. That's going to cost us 30 gold. Okay, so we've upgraded our sneaking. We've got cooking at level 5, sneak at level 3. Hunting will be perhaps the next one we want to do. We don't need to do mining. We could do logging, it would give us a bit more gold. Then there's lock picking, and we're going to do intimidation. We'd have to find the right characters for who's that. So we've got our character deck here, all the characters in the game. So I think it's going to be his sons who do intimidation. And they're called Lewis and Darren. There they are. So on the back of their card, it was going to be 25 gold to level up into all the skills, but I've had to make that less now to 15. So we could go to them, and which is just going to be south of here, and upgrade our intimidation. Right, we spent 30 gold, so we're down to 50. $50 gold. Okay. Then we're going to upgrade. I don't know if we're going to make it all the way across. Let's move these across. Even move it a bit more actually. The Tanners is right on the other side of town, unfortunately. It would all fit on my table, it's worth saying, I think. But it won't be in shot, unfortunately. My camera doesn't get high enough, and even if it did, I think you wouldn't be able to see the cards very well. So let's continue going along here then. 1, 3, 2. Let's go to the town as an upgrade. Our leather. Although, is it worth doing that now with only 1 hide to upgrade it to? I'm wondering, because what will it do? It will add 2 defense. I mean, 2. What we really need to do is hunt the boar a bit better. Maybe we should level up the hunting skill. We leveled up on the back because I forgot we had to do search, tracking and capturing as separate things to upgrade. We've upgraded search and tracking once, so we could do 1, 2, 3. We could upgrade search tracking twice. I just don't know if it's worth doing the upgrade just for 2 extra damage. You really need to get, it's 1 boar hide per upgrade, and it's 10 gold as well. So what we really want to do is upgrade them all, the head, hands and feet, hat, gloves and boots twice. So we need 6. We need 6 really, and 60 gold. So I don't know if we just want to not do that right now. So we've got to remember our sneaking's up. We haven't really done any lockpicking. Let's do the intimidation. That'll be 15. And then I think we also want to buy. We're at the right place here already. Do we want to buy a couple of tasty meals? How much do they cost again? Who sells the tasty meals? Isabel. Yes. What are they? 15 each. They restore 20 health. We could buy 2 of those for 30. And then that leaves us with 20 gold. And then 15 with the intimidation. With a 5 gold. It goes quickly. It does. 2, maybe just 1 tasty meal for 15 then. Okay, let's buy a tasty meal for 15. Well, I don't know. Is it worth buying maybe something cheaper? Let's have a little look. What could we buy? We can get a sandwich which heals 5 for 8 gold. We got a pie on the way, which it takes a day to cook. Do you want to buy lockpicks? We could lockpick something. How much that cost? 10 gold for 5 lockpicks. Okay. Got a pouch upgrade. We haven't really needed to do that. We haven't done a star sign, but while we did that in a previous stream. Yeah, the pies cost 10. But okay. So tasty meals 15. So the only other option is the sandwich, which only heals 5. So for 8. So for 16 we can heal for 10. Or for 15 we can heal for 20. Right, so this should cost a bit less really, shouldn't it? Maybe. Yeah, because that's 16 gold for 10. We did originally have them for 20 gold, each of those things. Or 20 and 25 it was, yeah. Yeah, there's no point having a sandwich that's only going to heal 5. It costs 8. Yeah, okay, so it's 16 to heal 10, so there's no point. So we have to have that as 20 and 25, I think, really. Because it has to cost more money, so it has to make sense. Yeah, right, so that has to be 20, so maybe we can only buy 1 then. Let's have that back at 20. And the hearty at 25 again. Yeah, okay. So we could buy 1. We're going to just buy 1 anyway, really, won't we? 1 tasty meal. It's going to restore 20 health. 20 gold. It's the same as upgrading a weapon once. We're going to do the intimidation. Let's do that first. 5, 6, 7. We're definitely going to do that because that would progress a quest. We want to do that. 171. 171. It's not that one. That one, 170. That's the one we want to go to. That's the prison, and that's where the Harbour Master's sons live. I can check it in the buildings deck. So 170. Yeah, the Harbour House even. So we got Luz and they're in there. So we go to them. We're going to upgrade our intimidation once, I think. That's going to cost 15. So that's going to bring us down to, so that's 40, 35. 35. To upgrade intimidation to level 2. So that means we can continue a different quest. Okay. So 7, 8, 9. Okay. We did have another quest. We need to find someone to talk to about this stone rubbing that we did. Yeah, that's going to turn up. I do have a thing just for that specifically, so it will focus a bit better. Got a stone rubbing from a quest, and it doesn't tell us who to go to give us some more information. So we have to figure that out on our own, or we could just look ahead in the quest deck, and then you see exactly who it is. But we could do that to carry on the quest. We've got to wait tonight for the next one. Okay, we've upgraded a couple of skills. Let's leave it at that. So we've got 35. Let's put 35 in here. So that's how much gold we've got. I mean, do we want to spend 20 on a tasty meal? Not entirely sure. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, we've got 35 gold in there. Feels good. It's fine, we don't have to spend all of our gold straight away. Do we want to upgrade? Oh, we're going to upgrade our weapon, weren't we? 15 for each one of those. We could get ourselves another attack card. We've got at the moment a couple of initiatives. So look, we've got our 2 misses, stab, dodge, 3 misses, a sneak, backstab, crit. There's another stab. There's another backstab. There's the other miss. 3, 4 stabs, 2 dodges, 2 crits, 2 sneaks. So what we would do is maybe get another crit or just another attack. What could we use? Let's have a quick look at our deck here. We'll have a look at the iron daggers. Bronze daggers, iron dagger. Okay. So it's also maybe worth thinking about getting a bow, because we can get an extra hit in before combat begins with a bow. How much does a bow cost? That is going to be Gwyneth, yes, short bow. 75. We might have to lower these down. I haven't changed these prices. 75 gold for short bow, 100 for walnut. Might have to make that like 50 and 75. I don't know. It's pretty. I don't know. It's pretty overpowered. Maybe 60 and 80. Let's just bring it down to 60 and 80. I don't think we can have anything at 100 really. So that's 60. Have that at 80. It's got to be affordable. We don't have 60 anyway, so that's fine. But it's worth thinking about that. But we do want to upgrade, so we can upgrade another dodge, or sneak attacks, backstab, or 2 more crits. Crits are useful, but that has to. I feel like just add a couple more sneak attacks. That's 30 gold. We have 5 gold left. Oh, we need to buy kindling. We need to buy kindling for a fire. Well, that was 5 gold, I think. So we could just do that. We could buy 2 more sneak attacks for 30, and then we've got 5 gold left for the kindling. I think that, and we haven't bought a tasty meal. I feel like we should have bought some food. We do have food for tomorrow, and we get the pie though. 20 gold is a lot though, but it's just what it is. What can you do? There's 20 gold for that. We're not going to do any more fighting in this day, are we? Don't know. We've still got 20 health. Maybe I'd put another dodge in, a sneak. Ooh, if we buy 1, we'd have 20 gold left. So we could buy 1 of these and the tasty meal if we want to do some more fighting. I don't know. It's tricky. What do I want to do? We do want to focus on upgrading our boar, so I do think we need to do this. But we also need to make sure first of all we've got any kindling for tonight. How are we doing time? We've got 20 minutes, it's fine. Okay. Can we do any fishing? No. We were gonna get something. I think we're gonna not upgrade this. We're gonna spend 20. Let's not upgrade this, okay. We're gonna spend. Oh no, that's the wrong way. We're gonna spend 20 on a tasty meal and fight another animal. I think. Because that's our focus. We need to shuffle these up because we don't want all of these together. Don't want all those misses together that we often have. Right. So we're going to go back up here. 9, 10, 11. We're going to buy a tasty meal for 20 gold. That brings us down to 15. Tasty meal. Tasty meal. Let's have a little look for that. Tasty meal. There we go. Might have to rethink about how expensive all the food items are. They do level up a little bit from the cheap ones. We're just going for the expensive ones. We could buy 2 sandwiches for 16. I get 10. This is 20 for 20. Which is better value, isn't it? We'll have to have a little think about that. Right, let's put that in. We've got a tasty meal. We're going to go over to the character who's going to have the R quest. So what we could do whilst we're here is just double check anyone in the pub has quest R. So that is going to be Nuth, doesn't have an R. Who else is there? Isabel doesn't have an R. Lily doesn't have an R. Alwyn is not in the pub. Alan doesn't have R. John or Ivan, neither of those do anyway. Right, there we go then. So no one in the pub does. We know they don't. We know the farmer doesn't. Blacksmith probably not going to know about rubbing. So we're going to go up to the scholar, GA. We're going to go up to the scholar. The scholar is a man who will know about these things. We're going to bring this down a bit, a lot. Down a lot. Because, let's put that there. We need to go north a little bit now. We could do some foraging. There we go. Right, a bit more space. We want to go along, all the way along, and then up, or we could go up here and along. Let's do it that way around. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it. We haven't gone around this way yet. Let's just do that. It's a half hour. I think we did the right things there. 53. You know, there's a fair bit of thinking about how to upgrade everything. 53, yeah, and then we want to go up again to 50, or over to 54, and then up to, oh, we can't go up that one. Oh, we should be able to. Actually, that shouldn't be an accident. We're going to go up to 7. So 4. What did we do here? 5, 6, 7. We got to 8. Yeah, we have to get to 7 before we get to 8. So that one should have a number on it. That's a bit annoying. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 to the beekeepers. We don't need to talk to the beekeeper. We're not going to buy anything. But we've got some stingers. We could sell him bee stingers. I don't think we can sell him bee stingers. Seems a bit weird. Right, let's go along. We're at the top of the map here. There's a viewpoint. Did I show off the viewpoint before? I think I did. There's a viewpoint there of the hole. I'll do it again. No, you're going to have to find it. There's a viewpoint of the whole of Port Ovis from this spot. Here it is. So it's just a card that shows you a view of Port Ovis, really. I just thought it was kind of good to get a view of what it looks like from where you are. So we're at the top of the hill looking down. There's sort of like a bay down at the bottom of the little ship and some woods. I don't know, it's just a little extra thing there. I thought it would be quite a nice thing to include. Just a little view, so it's a different view from what you're playing the game as. So we're going to keep going along. So we want 10, we want 11. There's a graveyard there, but there's nothing to do at the graveyard, so we're going to keep going past that. All the way around here. Don't know if we're going to be able to get to GA. Can't remember where he is. Oh, there's a thing there. We're going to go down from there. Yeah, I have to think about that. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. I have to go down to 42. That isn't the same one. We have to come down here. Do we want to do any foraging? do some foraging. There's foraging to be done here, so I don't know if we're going to be able to get across to him. I think he's just at the top. Let's try to find him first. Let's do that. We'll come back for the foraging. I'm going to go up to 20. 21. 22. There he is. Is that in shot? Just about in shot. There he is. Okay. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. There's another half hour. So we've gone up around the top. 10.5 hours still left in the day. We're going to talk to GA because he has a bit of quest R. I'm pretty sure he is the man we want to talk to. So we're looking for R5. We want him to have R5. R5. Right. Let's have a little look at what he says. Get the quest cards. And R5. So we're showing him the stone robin. Let's try to put it all on this so we can see. So we've got the stone robin here, and there he is, and we're going to read what he has to say about it. Well met, friend. What brings you here this time? Stars? Ah, markings. A rubbing even. From where? A stone tablet indeed. My, those girls are quite the little explorers. Ha! Now, let's have a look here. Yes, symbols. Old ones, in fact. Old house crests. Places long lost for the most part. This appears to have been a flower, but I'm afraid I can't tell you more. The old houses were many and varied, so it's a little tricky making out much from these rough lines. Alas, they must have weathered much. I'm more interested in the stars and sky than the passing of people and fortunes, adventurer. The crusty histories of our tiny continent is but a blurred smudge upon the vast tones of the stars. Righto. Right, well, so he hasn't helped us there, actually. I thought he was going to help us out, but he hasn't. So he's not the person who can help us. Well, he did have something to say. We did get a bit of information from him. What did he say? Let's put him back. Do we want to buy some persuasion from him? For 15. Then we can get half price on some of the shop items. Like food would be good to get half price on. We've only got 15 gold though, don't we? We just bought the food already, so okay. Right, so what we need, so what did he say? Okay, here we go. So their symbols are house crests. This one appears to have been a flower. Okay. Right, well. That's all we get from him. But he doesn't really know anything more. Right, that wasn't so helpful, GA, actually, you know. Right. Let's go back to the wood shop to buy. Are we in there? Just about in shot there. No, let's do a bit of foraging just to end. Let's just to end this video actually. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because we don't have much time left, so we will just do a bit of foraging. So you get 2 cards from a deck that you've shuffled. Maybe we'll get some crickets. That's what we would like to get. Crickets. Then we could do some fishing. Pick that one and that one. Ooh, a bee swarm. Okay, it looks like we are going to get attacked by something. Crickets. We're going to have to flee the bee swarm. We do get the crickets though, so that's what we want. We did not want the bee swarm though. Okay. Right, so there's a bit of foraging. We're going to run from the bee swarm, but well, actually, I don't think we need to run from the bee swarm. I can't remember what we did last time. Right, that is node 42. We need to put another little marker to say that we use that node. So let's do that as well. 42. So these are the nodes we've used. And get crickets from the foraging. Chits. Crickets, crickets, crickets. That's perfect. We do some fishing next stream. And then I think we pretty much just automatically kill the bee swarm these days. I can't remember. We can't. Let's have a little think how this goes. So the bee swarm has a sneak of 7, but we've upgraded our sneak now. So if we get a 5 or more, we can sneak up on it. We can sell the honeycomb and the. I guess we can sell the stingers too. We don't know who we can sell them to yet. We haven't met that person. We still haven't met everyone in the game, if you can believe that. Oh no, we have. Yeah, she was there. The witch. She was there from before. Yes, we have met everyone now, actually. Okay, so let's roll, see if we get a 5 or 6. We get a 3, which is not enough. Okay, so we reveal what they're going to do. Oh, are we? Yeah. We need to get a dodge, really. That's what we want. Oh, let's have a little thing. Do we want the honeycomb? How much does the honeycomb sell for? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our hand. How much? I'm just going to quickly check how much honeycomb sells for. Got a list of that in the back of the thing. If it's 5 gold, we get 2. We get 10 gold from this. Maybe it's worth killing these guys. Let's have a look at what our cards. If our cards are any good. Okay, we got a sneak back and a stab again. We could use our initiative to do a bit of extra damage. But we really... Oh, we don't get a dodge though. We don't get a dodge. That's annoying. Okay, let's let's put all 3 of these together. They got 25 health. 3, 4, 7, 9. We're taking 2. We're taking 2 damage anyway. Oh, that's annoying. So we go down from 20 to 18. I think we just flee. Let's not bother fighting them. We're just going to take the 2 damage. We're just going to take the 2 damage. Well, there's no point in fighting them. We don't. I mean, we've got better ways of making gold, and that's by killing boar. Really. Okay, we've got the crickets. That's good. We've got the crickets. We've done that. We're going to go and do some fishing with the crickets over in the river. No, are we going to do it in the river or are we going to do it in the sea? Sea fishing, we've got more chances of getting treasure. Let's have a quick look. But the treasure could be locked. We haven't leveled up lockpick, nor do we even have lockpicks. Crickets, river, you get 6 medium. Actually, there's a better medium. We're going to do it in the river. We're going to go over to the river and we're going to buy some kindling. So we're going to go back the way we came. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Let's just do that before I forget. 10 hours left in the day, loads of time. So you can go back and forth along quite easily. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. 2, 3. Hold on. That goes there. let's say 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's 6, 7. 7 to be at the fishing node. We're going to pack this away. 7 because it's time to pack up anyway. And it's nice and easy because they're all right next to each other. It's a lot of cards. Right, so we've upgraded, we've done some things. There's a fair bit to think about in this game, I would say. So making these decisions might be a bit boring to watch, but is necessary just because you don't want to make any mistakes with this stuff. Well, yeah, not really. I mean, money is quite tight in the game. Let's start at the front, put all these ones back from 7. And I guess I don't mind that being 20 gold for 20 health there, or it's 16 gold for 10. I mean, it's definitely better though. I need to have a little think about the ratios for that, I think, which I haven't thought about before. 41, because we need to, I need to think about how that works out, because otherwise you just save up for 20 gold and just get the one with 20, because that's better than buying. But I guess if you've only got 8 gold or 10 gold, then you have to buy one for 5, don't you? So it does get a bit tricky how to do all that. Let's leave it for now. 53, 66, because it does encourage you. I mean, I should buy some persuasion cards, and then we can persuade these shopkeepers to give us half price on some things. I mean, that would be really useful. What do we want? 112. Let's do that. 115. 123. And 129. We've got those to do. Then we've got 170. 177, 178. Okay. So we can do some fishing next stream, and we want to buy some kindling. Yes, kindling as well. Hopefully remember to do that. We're going to put that there so we save it. 7 steps. We're good. There we go. Okay. So we'll carry on the next stream. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.